You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. A Girardville man could possibly face the death penalty for allegedly killing his ex-girlfriend in Shenandoah back in 2020. 23-year-old Nathaniel Kimmel is accused of stabbing 37-year-old April Mohammed to death at her Catherine Street home back on August 30th of 2020. Mohammed was stabbed a total of 61 times, and her body was found on her front porch by a relative. Schuylkill County prosecutors charged Kimmel with first, second, and third-degree murder, aggravated assault, and criminal trespass, among similar charges. District Attorney Michael O'Paik is also seeking the death penalty in the case. Judge James Goodman ruled that the prosecution does have sufficient evidence to support all of the charges against Kimmel. The Hazelton Police Department, alongside the U.S. Postal Inspector, are currently investigating reports of fraudulent changes of address in the Hazelton area. Numerous victims reported that they've received a change of address notification in the mail, though they never applied for it. They also stated that they've received credit cards they didn't apply for. Authorities are urging people to contact their local post office if they receive a change of address notification they didn't initiate in order to rectify the problem. Residents are also encouraged to monitor their credit reports and keep an eye on any fraudulent activity. Anyone who's a victim of fraud should contact police immediately. Seniors at MMI celebrated Founders Day this afternoon, and our Rhino Sachi stopped by to find out more.
This afternoon, MMI held its 95th annual Founders Day at St. James Episcopal Church in Drifton. Founders Day is a way for senior students to give thanks to MMI's founders, Eckley and Sophia Cox, for their contribution to the school and community. Third-year head of school Justin Kleinheider is extremely thankful to those founders and how they shaped MMI today.
Really great to be part of a community that celebrates the values that I think we all hold dear, which is rigor along with sustainability and education. I think what we all really value is a community that comes together, and we're all doing that today to really honor our founders. MMI has been here since 1879 and educating the community with a world-class education, so I feel really just tremendously thankful to be a part of the community and part of the tradition.
Kleinheider is very proud of this senior group and how they came together to commemorate MMI's history and founders.
It really speaks volumes to our program. Our seniors gave wonderful speeches about the history of our school this morning, and it really is true that we prepare our students for life. They're great communicators and public speakers, and we are really thankful that they're here today and know that they are part of classes since 1879 that were really establishing a great education.
MMI senior class president Daniela Vasquez had the honor of placing a wreath at the gravesite of Eckley and Sophia Cox with her fellow classmates.
It makes me feel really good knowing that I was able to help the school out in their Founders Day tradition. As senior class president, it made me feel very good knowing that I got to help out with this and all the work that was put into it. It felt nice feeling appreciated and getting to tell people a little bit about our story and how MMI was founded.
Vasquez and her fellow classmates planned the ceremony at the beginning of the school year and were able to learn a lot about MMI's rich history in the process.
Working with my fellow representatives was really nice because we got to bond with them and learn a little bit more about our MMI history. And learning about Sophia and Eckley Cox, we learned a lot about the things that they did, not to just help MMI, but the community. So it brought us all together knowing that we go to a school that stems from happiness and charity.
Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Ryan Osachi.
Thanks, Ryan. Luzerne County Council voted to reject a proposal that would have used American Rescue Act funding for Hazelton Public Transit and LCTA. Councilman Harry Haas proposed using around $900,000 in relief funds for the transportation agencies before transferring a matching amount in the County Reserve Fund. Council members voted 6-5 against the ordinance. Members who voted to reject it didn't want to approve proposed uses for relief funding until the U.S. Treasury Department releases the final rules on just how the money can be used. State police at Frackville released information on several recent retail thefts at the hometown Walmart. 33-year-old Matthew Shriveling of Lansford was observed concealing items and attempted to leave the store without paying back on November 9th. He was charged with felony retail theft and locked up in Schuylkill County Prison on $10,000 cash bail, which he later posted. 19-year-old Bolivieri Paulino Marrero of Hazelton was also observed concealing merchandise in a bag he was carrying and attempted to leave the store without paying on November 21st. State police charged him with a summary offense of retail theft. Troopers also responded to a report of retail theft on November 19th, where an unidentified female was observed altering price tags in the apparel section. She fled when employees approached her and left the parking lot in a white box truck with a thin red stripe across most of the driver's side and the number 19 in the upper right-hand corner of the truck. The approximately 40-year-old white female was described as 5 feet 5 inches tall, with glasses and brown shoulder-length hair, wearing flowered leggings, black boots, and a black jacket. Anyone with information on this incident is being asked to contact PSP Frackville at 570-874-5300. Wilkes-Barre City Council passed the first of 2 readings of Mayor George Brown's proposed $54.4 million budget for 2022. Last night's unanimous vote moved the budget that much closer to adoption before the new year begins. Mayor Brown's proposed 2022 budget does not include a property tax increase, but is balanced with $1.8 million in federal American Rescue Plan funds. Council will meet again in a combined work session and public meeting at 6 on December 7th in City Hall. Hundreds of stuffed toys will be given to kids across the state this year thanks to the Department of Labor and Industry. Wyln's Julie Stefanovich has more.
The Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry is once again bringing smiles to children's faces this holiday season by donating hundreds of toys to gift drives around the state.
Today we have over 500 toys, but over the past 5 years we have donated over 3,200 toys to needy families.
State law requires that all new stuffed toy samples be inspected by LNI for safety and choking hazards. Toy samples that pass inspection are in turn donated to holiday gift drives.
What this is every year the Department of Labor and Industry donates a significant amount of stuffed toys to local communities to help needy families. And it's a great program that we have with dual benefits because the department is actually charged with enforcing the stuffed toy law. And, we receive these toys for inspection purposes, and at the end of the day, we're able to give back to the local communities.
Barrier said that LNI staff consider themselves part of Santa's workshop as they help ensure that toys from around the globe are ready to be played with by the youngsters.
The toys come from all over the world, actually. Anyone who produces or manufactures toys actually send them to us. So they could come from anywhere. And where do they go? Well, we have currently three main charities that we deal with. We have the Holiday Wish program through DHS, and we also work with Dauphin County to help needy families in Dauphin County, and also New Hope Ministries, which helps needy families on the West Shore.
With so many finding it hard to make ends meet these days, the toys are welcomed by families to add under the Christmas trees.
It's amazing to be able to give back to the community, especially during this time of year and also after the COVID-19 pandemic when so many families are struggling.
This year, the toys are being distributed to the Holiday Wish program, the Dauphin County Systems of Care, and New Hope Ministries gift drives. Reporting for Wyln News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. Pope Francis is calling on the Catholic Church to pray that people who suffer from depression or burnout will find support and a light that opens them up to life. The Holy Father requested these prayers in a Pope video via the Pope's worldwide prayer network, made with the guidance and support of the Association of Catholic Mental Health Ministers. For the month of November, the Pope's been calling on Catholic Christians to remember and intercede for those who experience extreme exhaustion, mental, emotional, affective, and physical exhaustion. The Vatican's long been vocal about the need for prayers and resources surrounding mental health struggles, especially in light of the pandemic, which triggered a massive spike in mental health crises worldwide. Coming up on WYLN News, Franklin will continue to lead the Nittany Lions, plus details on local holiday events. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Ezra. I'm 5 years old. It's partly cloudy out here and a little cold.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
M&J Excavation, serving the area with quality and dependable home heating oil with competitive pricing. Also on and off-road oil delivery for your heavy equipment. They also provide paving and excavation services. 570-233-1898.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazelton. 570-454-7229.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. 1224 presents a high-energy holiday rock orchestra concert featuring holiday music as well as their own holiday creations. Inspired by the music and stage presentation of some of music's greatest rock orchestras, this group delivers. See them at the Wiltsey Center, 700 North Wyoming Street in Hazelton, Friday, December 17th at 8 p.m. Get your tickets online at wiltseycenter.org.
Penn State University and James Franklin agreed to the terms of a new 10-year contract, allowing him to remain the Nittany Lions head football coach through 2031. The subcommittee on compensation of the Penn State Board of Trustees approved the terms on Tuesday. Under the new deal, Franklin will make $7 million per season in total guaranteed annual compensation. The new deal also includes an annual $500,000 retention bonus and a $1 million annual loan for life insurance. Penn State expressed its excitement to have Franklin lead their football program for a long time, and Franklin stated that he's honored to continue. Christ Lutheran Church in Hazelton will be holding their annual Interfaith Thanksgiving service tonight. The service will be held tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. at the church located on West Green Street. Pastor Wayne Loophole will be hosting the service, and Rabbi Yosef Selberberg of Beth Israel Temple and Agudas Israel Synagogue will preach. You can also watch it live right here on WYLN TV. The Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center will be hosting the 16th annual Sounds of the Seasons Let's Celebrate. Doors open at 6 for the 7 p.m. concert on Saturday, December 11th. The event will feature the renowned Hazelton Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, with special performances by the Fabergé Follies, the Cougar Crooners, and featured soloists. Tickets are $10 each, and all seating is general admission. Tickets can be purchased through any orchestra or dance member and will be available at the door the night of. Regardless of vaccination status, masking and social distancing will be observed during the performance. We'll see you at the Wiltsey. Coming up on Miners Mills News Choice, we bring back eating healthy on a budget for this Wellness Wednesday. Plus, Leading the Way, Part 3. Stay with us.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazelton. Everything to make your house a home.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns from Wyln Sports.
Hello, I'm Dennis Bookman, head football coach of the Hazelton Area Cougars.
Join us this Thanksgiving as we look back at the 2021 Hazelton Area Cougars. We start at 3:30 with the season finale of Sports Talk, followed by the Week 3 matchup against Berwick. That'll be at 4. And then at 7, the District 2 semifinal at home against Wilkes-Barre area. That's all going to start Thanksgiving Day at 3:30.
Happy Thanksgiving. Go Cougars.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Your health has never been more important. That's why Lehigh Valley Health Network is making it easier than ever to take control with MyLVHN, your digital health partner. MyLVHN allows you to schedule appointments right from the palm of your hand, message your doctor questions, and even see an LVHN provider from the comfort of your home through video visits. With MyLVHN, you have on-demand access to your health anytime, anywhere. To learn more or to sign up, visit lvhn.org/mylvhn.
Tickets are now on sale for the annual Sounds of the Season concert at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazelton. Ring in the holidays with performances by the Hazelton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, Fabergé Follies, and the Hazelton Area High School Cougar Crooners. General admission tickets are just $10. Sounds of the Season, December 11th, is sponsored by these local businesses.
Welcome to Community and You on WYLN. We are here, of course, for our Wellness Wednesday. Thanks to our friends over at Lehigh Valley Health Network. I'm Philip Kaufman, and we're joined by Christine Valent, who is a dietitian for Lehigh Valley. We're here at Healthy Beginnings on Laurel Street, and today we're going to be talking about eating healthy on a budget. Now, a lot of people are struggling right now with financial situations, and so a lot of times it's hard to stay healthy, and it's hard to go to those stores that maybe have the fancier products or the organic materials. So why don't we just talk about how to eat healthy, how to prepare yourself for a healthy budget?
Good. So preparing is one of the first steps to staying on budget. So checking to see what you already have in your home before you make your grocery list is key to staying on budget. Also, there's a lot of options now for grocery shopping, so you can shop online and order ahead, which also prevents picking up extra things off the shelves that you may not need.
And some of those healthy foods, I know a lot of people kind of get worried about buying vegetables and stuff like that because they worry that the poundage and everything's going to cost too much. So what's the step-by-step process going to the grocery store? How do you plan out your meals and such like that?
Okay, so to navigate the grocery store, I usually start in the produce section, and one way to stay on budget in the produce section is to shop by season. So eating seasonally will likely reduce, your bill at the end of your trip. And utilizing the frozen section to buy frozen vegetables and frozen fruits can also help you stay on budget and stretch your groceries further when you're home.
And when you're at the grocery store and there's that temptation, of course, of seeing the cheaper things that are, you know, maybe frozen products, and you're thinking, oh, I can keep that for months, but it may be, you know, a TV dinner or something like that.
Right.
Or you see the trade-off between fresh vegetables and canned vegetables. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Right, so frozen food can actually be very nutritious. A lot of them are frozen at the point of harvest and don't have any additives or preservatives, no extra sodium, no sauces. And that's what you want to look for. Make sure you're buying just plain frozen vegetables or frozen fruits. And looking at cans, if you do need to purchase cans because they are very budget friendly, I recommend just rinsing them off before using them to reduce that added sodium.
And then, of course, there's always the argument with dining on a budget. I think a lot of people find that these places outside of the grocery store that provide fast and quick and cheap meals are easier during this time. So what's the argument against that, and why try and stay away from the drive-in and go to the grocery store?
Right. So you can stretch out your groceries a lot further. You can make, you know, one meal and then repurpose the leftovers into a completely different meal, or buy in bulk and then separate it into smaller containers for things like snacks or meal prep, lunches and dinners for the week. So you can really make your dollar go further if you buy the groceries yourself instead of using a couple bucks to go through the drive-thru one time.
Well, folks, eating on a budget is a little bit difficult at times, but eating healthy and planning out that meal, going to the grocery store, making that list, making sure that you're finding the right products that provide us with the healthy balance that we need through the day, tending to stick away from some of those drive-in meals and some of those late-night dinners that you might have, and just stick with what's healthy that you can see and what you can buy. You can plan ahead, and you can also plan way ahead by buying in bulk and letting it stretch out instead of just getting that quick meal on the street. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us here on Community and You for our Wellness Wednesday.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazelton, has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazelton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Sandy Kirshner is leading the way again into part 3 of this week's series.
And welcome back to this week's Leading the Way with Sandy Kirshner. So, for those who may not know what ACE does, can you just give a layout of the different things that ACE provides for the community?
Yeah, it's really exciting. So, a few years ago, the Wyln Foundation decided to invest quite a bit of money into northeastern Pennsylvania to support the autism community. So, to support services, schools, initiatives to both improve and expand services. It is a partnership of, I've lost count now, well over 20 organizations in northeastern Pennsylvania that all just come together to look for just various ways to improve everything from preschool and kindergarten programs to transition services for adults, to expanding diagnostic services, providing respite for families. Pretty much anything you can think of that the autistic community needs is provided by at least one of the partners in the ACE Collaborative.
And so you guys, could you kind of lay out a day-to-day function with ACE?
Sure. So our specific role in ACE, as part of the ACE Collaborative, they designed 5 what they call family-friendly hubs. Yeah. So that's specifically the role that we play, along with 4 other organizations. So our day looks a lot, we kind of joke that we're the Google of autism in northeastern Pennsylvania, because having a child on the spectrum can be a full-time job and more. Absolutely. And it just is very frustrating for parents when they're looking for services, looking for help, and they're making phone calls and they're looking and they don't know where to start. They don't even know that there are things available that they should be looking for. So they can just very quickly call us and we'll do all of the legwork. If we don't know of the service that they're looking for, then we'll find it for them, do all of those calls, and then get the information back to them. So just saving them time and kind of streamlining life for them a little bit.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. And just a reminder that we will not be broadcasting tomorrow night due to the holiday, but we will see you on Friday. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.